Welcome back to Popes and Pilots. Let's play some more Victoria 3. We're playing as Algeria. We're still a 2-province country, which is just looking to have another 3rd province for our Barbary spec achievement. And I have absolutely no clue what we're going to do about that. But, you know, never give up, never surrender. We're still waiting for our ruler to die so we can finally do something with politics, maybe, potentially, possibly, maybe even get into colonization, which would be like Ermagerd crazy. Clippers are quite expensive in our market. We did drop the Ottoman clipper route, hoping that the French clipper route would simply increase in value, which is on volume, which it has not. And that's somewhat annoying. We're building another clothing manufactory. Great Britain keeps not knowing whether they want to like us or not. Could become their protectorate, which... No. If my independence play here doesn't work out... Oh. Well, certainly my grain route to the Austrians is not working out anymore. But that wasn't the big one, the meat was the big one. Who died? My admiral? Come on, why does every interest group leader die except for you? Is my heir at least still a landowner? Yeah, I also still hate it, but you know. Surely you two can die. Xenophobia. Yeah, everybody hates us. No, we're doing so well. Look at that standard of living, 60.6 hats. And GDP, ooh, not doing all that well anymore. Oh, interesting. Why did we flatline there? Must have to do with trading in some way, shape or form. Oh, food industries are still not doing great. Chemical plants barely getting by. What are trade centers doing differently? No, they're doing the same. It's just one is much better than the other. Yeah. One is level 44, one is level 2. I wonder. Yeah, but the food industry is just barely getting by. It's sad. It's so sad. It's because of the liquor prices being affordable. And the input goods not being that cheap. Liquor's actually really cheap now. We are importing liquor, aren't we? We are importing 200 liquor from the Austrians. That's probably not good. Let's not do that. Let's not have them dump our prices there. That's gonna free up a ton of clippers, which we might be able to use for... importing liquor, which is now going to be crazy expensive again, which is immediately going to prop up our food industries, which maybe means we actually want more food industries then, which means more sugar. It's all gonna woozy, but let's go one higher. How are we doing on workforce in our places? You have we're almost running out of workforce, which does mean the tools and machines and stuff become more interesting. That we haven't been able to use forever because we just had the workforce and we'd rather have full employment than spending money on machines. But now that employment is running out, that might be a thing. Ooh, we got a huge change in radicals here. Probably because they now had to spend more money on liquor or weren't able to afford their liquor anymore. It's not my fault that the Austrians were scalping us there, right? Come on. No, you. 68. Just get over it already. Greece is improving relations. It looks odd in that font. Looks like 4 E's. Enact censorship again. Why do they never do something useful? Wait, revolution? No. No. We're not gonna have revolution. I mean... there's actually something to be said about allowing a revolution. No, Tlemcen would secede. That's where we have most of our power. If it was Constantine seceding, we would probably be okay, but not Tlemcen. So we gotta do something to make either the petite bourgeoisie or the armed forces happy, so they don't do that. We can do that by just starting a law that they like. I can do that another way, right? I can click here and then look at laws, and then with there none. Censorship is the one I could do. I don't like censorship. We have free speech, right? I mean, it might not be the worst thing ever to do, or it will radicalize the other people though, which again is probably going to lead to revolution. Okay, what about the tiny folks? Can you do anything else to make you happy? No, you're also into censorship and that's it. Yikes. I mean, we really can't afford to have revolution. Right now we get plus 50 authority, 30-30, and then we can do guaranteed liberties, which we're not doing. Or we could go to more authority, reduce technology spread because we're censoring people, and better bots finger suppression. Maybe that's just something we need to do. We are... Well, that's another option, isn't there? What about we pay the armed forces for a change? I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. I don't like it. I don't want to pay them. But if they're not angry, surely they're not going to revolt. So maybe we don't even need to pay them fully. Maybe we just need to pay them a little. So it's 3 points of approval here. See what that does to our revolution problem. Yeah, it's going down. Excellent. Just throw money at the problem, why don't you? Yeah, and then we get annoying things happening. What's this? Tuareg in Algeria become more radical. Do we have a lot of Tuareg in Algeria? I mean, we are Algeria, so it's all of us. How do I see my pops? Again, for the whole population. And then I want to see culture. I assume Tuareg is a culture? We just not have a lot. So that would be nice. Yeah. We only have 8.4k Tuareg, so radicalizing them a bit wouldn't be a problem. We do also get 20% more radicals from discrimination. But we do get assimilation, which I guess is kind of good. Or get reduced assimilation, reduced radicals from discrimination. The intelligentsia like it, the petite bourgeoisie and the ulema don't. I was gonna go with this. Teach them a proper language. I mean, how dare they come to our country and not speak our language? Our grain export to the Egyptians is no longer useful. Could do it to the Austrians again. Try to for a while here. Now, dude. He's just clinging on to life. Do you have like a trait that makes you live longer or something? No, I'm not saying it. Okay. No longer has socialist criticism, which is, it's not a huge deal, but it is a thing. Oh, we generated a lot of radicals still. Can't possibly all censorship. Yeah, it's standard of living somehow. Below expected minimum. Are you folks just greedy fudges? I mean, probably. Oh, our textile mill is not. We just upgraded that and it's just not doing as well as we thought it might. Why? What's your deal? I mean, clearly your input is more expensive than your output. By a decent amount, actually. Which is bad. But why? Are we lacking fabric? We are. Okay. With meat prices being okay, and I think we already talked about this, I actually want to upgrade another livestock ranch. And I think I want to do it in Constantine, even though it's slightly less efficient, because we actually have some peasants left over there. Not a lot, but some. And this is being built in Temkin, right? Yeah. So let's upgrade the livestock ranch in Constantine. And then we're actually going to end up at a spot where we're out of workforce, I think. And we're going to have to invest into machinery. Which could be fine. I hate the amount of money we're losing right now and the amount of interest we're already paying thanks to it. It's a lot. It's quite a lot. So after that farm, we probably need to do some reconciliation. Reconciliation? Reconsolidation? That's probably what I meant to say. But reconciliating is always good, right? Diplomats expelled from Great Britain. Come on. Can we at least talk to France again? No. And they're not the Brits, of course, because the Brits don't like us anymore. Austria. But what's this? What's all this then? Oh, we can join your customs union. Still don't want to do that this run. Still not into it. Even though there are certainly arguments for it. Oh, our balance if we were not building is just... Oh, it's claiming to be negative now. Let's see what happens when that farm is done. I'm not paying a lot in subsidies, but interest is a thing. Okay, we're barely losing money, but we are losing money. We do have authority left. Is there a tax we could run? Even though it's going to radicalize even more people. Good tax glass. Guess we're going to have to right now. Just to earn the plus. American North Africa interest. That is interesting. For one, it scares me, but it's interesting insofar as we could probably start trading with the Americans if we wanted to. Yeah. None of these routes are interesting for that, but that's the thing. Oh, questionable practices again. You know we can't trust the Sunni Lima, right? Or do we just pay? Yeah, let's pay in bureaucracy. We have it. So why not do it? But I still want the freak to go. So now our budget is not as bad as it may look. Because we're paying a ton on interest right now. And as we are passing time, we're paying back loans. And therefore, interest is going to go down. So we should actually be decently positive. But only thanks to that new tax. It's really funny how you do all these things and still your country is huge monetary issues. Okay, we can make a lot of things publicly traded, which we're gonna have to see what that actually means for us. But I think it has advantages. But now none of these things are super interesting. What's that influence thing? Oh, it's just influence. It's just birds. Production. Don't think we have anything super great here. Just gonna go rubber mastication just in case that does give us rubber. Not that I know what we would do with rubber yet, but hey. Should be a new thing here now. Public trading, yeah. 75% of all eligible buildings get publicly traded and are doing well. Let's have a look. Also, philosophy department, what does that require? Level 5 university, nope. These quests, a lot of them just seem so far away. And then when you get close, they're just gone. At least in my experience. But public trading, let's have a look at what that means if we set things to be publicly traded. Because currently they're privately owned, means there's a lot of aristocrats working here. We could make them be publicly traded, which means... Oh, we don't unemploy the aristocrats. We just also have capitalists. And therefore we lose money. Why is that good for us then? Why would I make something publicly traded if it just costs me money? I mean, the cool thing is that the capitalists would add to the investment pool. At least I think so. In which case, we get more money for building other things. Okay, why can't we publicly trade any of these? Because we need upgraded things to be running there. But then we'd actually make slight amounts of money. So you maybe? No. Weird. This is an odd upgrade, right? Capitalists, part of the upper strata, but industrialists, discrimination, contribute some of the profits to the investment pool. Now, what does our current economic system law say? We have interventionism, which means, yeah, our capitalist investment pool is quite good. So maybe publicly trading where we can afford it is kind of nice. Just because we ideally get more investment pool. Also, we just get a bunch of rich capitalists, which is, I think, good for us right now. It's not going to be good for libertarianism in the long run. But right now, it seems kind of useful. What about the philosophy department again? Does seem kind of nice. Just don't have money. I'm gonna go philosophy anyway. But the trading, gonna do it where we actually really get extremely low cost. Then ideally that's gonna just pay itself back. And wherever it's high cost, we're not doing it yet. That overall, that hurt us quite a bit there. It's money coming back. Now, I didn't pay attention to the investment pool change beforehand. Do we get a breakdown here? No, at least it doesn't seem to be a breakdown. I would like to see how much the investment pool is generated by capitalists and how much is by other people. Actually, the investment into the investment pool seems to be slowing down. Huh. Right, the slope is not as steep anymore, even though we have more capitalists now. That is odd. That is odd to me. Does the law say anything else about it? Or does something here say anything about it? Interventionism, investment pool contribution, but we just got more capitalists and didn't lose any aristocrats, so I'm not sure why that's a thing now. Don't know. What I really don't know, why is this? Why the heck are you still alive? You're 70. You're older than this game. You probably were alive when Algiers was taken from us. Sad. How's our market looking? We need way more services. Still need wine, clothing, liquor, chairs, meat, fish, all sorts of things. We could generate more sulfur by making explosives, which is just not quite enough. We're still a bit up on this stuff. Politician has died. Was it you? No. Of course it wouldn't be you. Stop damaging our relations. Good. Can we talk to France again? Yes. Please like me, France. Stop being weird. And slowly recovering from that debt, but it's not looking great. Our GDP, yeah, it's after flatlining for a while, it did go up a little more. Education still going up. Standard of living, not so much. Puppet. Wage subsidies. Is that something we want? Clearly nobody else wants it. I don't think it's a bad thing to do. Welfare payments, social security, I mean, it does nothing for us. It would make these folks happy, of course, but it would make the industrialists and the landowners really unhappy. So let's not even consider that. Censorship. With political situation changing, anything new here? No, no. Still need the government to change before we can do anything useful. And our taxes. Having a hard time catching up. How's the investment pool doing? 30k. Not quite good enough for another building yet. I kind of wish when you build a building it would tell you roughly how much you can expect to lose. But you have to do the math on your own, and that's just annoying. I don't like all this. Decrease in standard of living are still being a problem. Also having a standard of living below expected minimum. Who is that? Who are these people who are having a standard of living below the expected minimum? Can I see that? If I go to population and then middle strata, 2.6% below, 15% below. 15% below. Wow. What are you? No, I misread this, right? No, I didn't. Because you meet your needs aren't met, and your needs are expensive. What about you? 27% of you have a standard of living below your expectations. Wow. Just because you have super high expectations. But they are paying a lot extra. What's so expensive? Luxury clothing is just insane. This is luxury furniture. But clothing is a problem and services are a problem for you. You, services and luxury clothing. And then regular clothing. And you, grain. It's actually below price. You're paying a lot for grain, but it's below price. Clothing and services again. So we really should consider doing something about services. But what would that be? How do we have more services? We don't have the technology for better markets because we could go gas street lights. But it means investing, well, means buying a lot of coal. And actually paying for that and the employment. Whew. And apparently the price of service is going to drop to nothing, which means we're not even going to make money. That would be... Gas street lights would be extremely expensive to run. If we ran them here... That'd be a lot cheaper. Would help making 60 more services, but not drop the price much at all, really. Still means we have to import coal. We're kind of looking to import coal anyway, soonish. So maybe we should be looking at gas street lights. Should be good for a country. Let's see about that. Making 2k right now. I'm gonna leave this a tick. And then I'm gonna go ahead and import coal. Who wants to send me coal? Ideally without using tons of convoys. Guess we do the Austrians again? Kind of surprised that these costs are not changing. But I've assumed these to be government costs, hurting us. That does not seem to be the case right now. You're still making money. Okay. You're still hiring people to do this. Which should mean services get a little less dire. Yeah, they're almost fine. We did lose some money doing that, but not remotely as much as I expected. Nice. Okay. And that should make people be somewhat better off, I think. I hate all this being so low. Wait, somebody died. Was it you finally? It was not. I have to hover over him because I don't know that that's actually the same guy. I mean, I could remember the name or maybe the face, but I don't. So there. Okay, back up to 2k, 2.25k. Nice, 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 nice. Number of radicals going down a little. Seems like the standard of living problems went down as well. I mean, makes sense. Because we made... Philosophy department closed. Oh, it was removed from the journal. Why? I even started one. Just don't have the huge university it expects. I feel like all these quests are tailored for larger countries, not tiny people like us. It's very, very hard to fulfill the quest when you're tiny. One of our wheat farms is doing really well. Oh, it's the Tlemcen one. Oh, because it's running fertilizer. Interesting. You wouldn't be doing well with fertilizer at all. Alright, how are we looking? Wine, clothing, it's all the same things. And we still need more services. Do we dare? But it would be so many services, I think, if we also swap the other one, right? We also swapped the urban center in Tlemcen to be gas streetlights. Would be 180 more services. Yeah, we don't have need for 180 services. So that's not a thing. Why is my textile mill still not doing great, even though clothing is so fine? Something is off with you. Would somebody sell me silk? Asking for a friend. People would. I want to try that. Well, if we do this, we lose clothing production actually, and a lot of it. We still lack clothing. I'm supposed to buy dye instead. Dye, dye, dye. I mean, I can. There's tons more clothing. Using up more tools, more fabric, and 60 dye if we were to go sewing machines. So it's probably step by step here. You probably want to go clothing first. Questions. How is Tlemcen doing on people? We do still have 12,000, so that's kind of okay. Clothing, we need 90 more. And I believe we're importing some? No. No, we're not. So we don't really want to have more than 90 being produced. And what about... We only have 2 fabric. So if we went with increased fabric consumption... Well, which this doesn't do. This just... 90 clothing. How much did we need? 90. Let's see if we can make that work. So if you go with dye workshops, and then pass a moment just so the trade interface knows that we need enough dye. And then I want... Wow, these are all terrible. Let's grab 10 from the French. And I guess we also grab 10 from the Americans then? And we still need some, right? So need some dye? 11 more. So let's get 10 more, I guess. Nobody seems to have a lot of dyed for sale. Dyed? Sure. Okay, money's looking okay because we're paying back those things. The other side of the fence. Trade unions, more better. France doesn't like me, or radicals. Ugh. I don't like the trade unions yet. How do they like me? Neutral. What makes a man turn neutral? But hey. This guy is just... just not to beat. He's just there. How's our investment pool looking, by the way? 54. Okay, we're close to being able to do something there. Speaking of close to being able to do something, I do wanna do something. More services, more wine. I keep saying the same things, I know, over and over and over again. Luxury clothing. But again, that would require us to grab silk. I don't want to live on exports insanely much. Could see glass. What happens if we go for more glass or more furniture production? They're both dependent on imports again. Furniture manufacturing. If you go mechanized workshop, that's actually almost okay. How are we doing on tools? This game is complicated. Slightly low on tools. Was there something we could do? Steel tools, which kind of far off doing. And or upgrading our tooling workshop in Tlemcen. Tlemcen does have 16,000 peasants available. So it could be done. Yeah, I think we're gonna build tools with the idea of then using tools to make our other production more efficient. Ideally, hopefully. Let's pick up, what's that? Artificial silk. Interesting. Don't remember what that's made of. Is it made from rubber? I mean, one would assume. Ranion for synthetic plants. Synthetic plants. They eat fertilizer and sulfur and make dye. Wait. Here we go. That's gonna be good. Maybe. Well, that would be good. This guy dying. But not today. I have cookies in the oven. So I'm gonna have to put a cut in here on time. Mostly on time this time. Because otherwise my cookies are gonna burn. I don't want my cookies to burn. It's not a thing. Oh, also, I just noticed that I have a broken green screen behind me. Have had that there for the whole episode, I assume. Sorry, but it is what it is. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything to say, comment section. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.